Working away with a film in the background, I thought I heard someone walk by my office. I turned to peek out the door. Before I could rise from my chair, I saw a man's face poking around the door, watching me.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Your Ghost Stories podcast. Bit different this week, it'll just be me hosting this one, but fear not, we'll catch up with Jamie on next week's show. Just a reminder before the show begins to check out our website at yourghoststoriespodcast.com. There you can check out more stories, support the channel by grabbing some merch, and also get in touch with us if you have any stories of your own to share. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing our special guest for this week, the wonderful Sam, who will be sharing her sister's captivating encounters with the supernatural within the confines of their former residence. This remarkable house, nestled amidst the picturesque English countryside, is enveloped by breathtaking fields that emulate tranquility. Steeped in history, this remarkable abode began its journey as a humble pub, brimming with charm and having welcomed countless visitors throughout its existence. So without further ado, tonight you'll be sharing Holly's experience within the home, but she isn't the only one to have experienced high strangeness, as well as myself once experiencing something strange in that house.
Hello, yes, I'm Sam. I have had a few experiences in that house, but I haven't lived there as long as Holly. So these are her stories. The month after we moved into the new house, it started with the smell of cigarette smoke on the landing, the occasional shadow catching the corner of my eye. I wrote these things off. The smell could be coming from the floorboards. It was an original pub floorboard, or the shadow of a mist-seen bird from the window. One night, around midnight, laying in bed, I heard a knocking noise. Not uncommon in a house of this age, so I ignored it and went back to my book. Shortly after I heard it again, but this time was different. The knocks were a distinct pattern of 3 and sounded as though they were coming from the front door. I glanced at my phone, seeing the time, and rushed out to the hallway landing. I should probably tell you that we had some garden equipment stolen a week before, or leave me a bit on edge. I burst onto the landing and almost collided with my mum. She'd heard the knocking as well. We both stood there, listening, and once again the knocking came. 3 knocks, a steady rhythm, sounding like the front door. After a beat we went back to check, opened it to find no one there. Once we checked that the door was properly locked, we went back to bed. Knocking continued each night for about 3 months. Each night at midnight. We talked about the fact that it could have been an old patron of the pub looking for a pint on the way home. After the renovations to the house were completed, things quietened down on the paranormal front. The knocking had stopped and the shadows didn't seem to be as frequent. One day I was working on a new sculpture in my office, a spare room on the 2nd floor. I had an L-shaped desk and it was placed in the middle of the room, facing the door. Working away with a film in the background, I thought I heard someone walk by my office. I turned to peek out the door. Before I could rise from my chair, I saw a man's face poking around the door, watching me. Unfortunately, I don't remember what he looked like, aside from a massive Cheshire cat-like grin he had, with all his teeth on show. I only saw him for a second though, as he whipped back behind the door. I sat still for a second. I was home alone. Our 3 dogs hadn't made a sound from downstairs. I got up to check, but nothing was there. I checked all the rooms. I walked around the garden, but nothing. To this day, I still see, hear and smell things happen, but I take comfort in the fact that had these spirits been evil, they would have had acted out against me by now. but all they have done is watch over the house, becoming more active when redecorating or a project is being done.
Thank you so much for joining us this week, and I hope you have enjoyed tonight's episode. Thank you to our guest Sam this week. If you are really enjoying the show so far, please spare a little time to leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Music. It really helps our channel grow and inspires us to continue to search out these great stories on our journey into exploring the unknown. Check out our website, yourghoststoriespodcast.com, or on all socials at Your Ghost Stories Podcast. Until next time, sleep tight.